sweet children, let your intellects have faith so that you continue to follow each one of Baba's directions. It's a loving intellect and a faithful intellect. That's what makes you follow what Baba says. Only by following his directions will you become elevated. So therefore, if you're not following, it's because your faith has become weak and or lack of love. Question, which children are called the true helpers of God? Answer, those who make effort to claim a kingdom and also make others similar to themselves. Those who are engaged in doing God's service in this way are the true helpers of God. When others see them, they too become cooperative. Om Shanti. When you sit here, you tell everyone to
sit in remembrance of
remember Shiv Baba. You know that Shiv Baba exists. People go to his temple, but no one apart from you children knows who he is. Therefore, remind them of Shiv Baba. The intellect yoga of some children sitting here wanders everywhere. This is why it is your duty to remind them. Brothers and sisters, remember the Father from whom you are to receive your inheritance. You are now real brothers and sisters on a physical level. Because of being male and female, you are brothers and sisters. Even when giving lectures, you address everyone as brothers and sisters. That means to be a brother and sister in terms of the body. It is not like that here. Here, you souls are told to remember your Father, the Creator. You are to receive the inheritance from him. There is a difference. The words brothers and sisters are common. Here, the Father tells you children, remember me, your Father. Shiv Baba is the spiritual father, and Prajapita Brahma is the physical father. Bap and Dada both say, children, remember the Father, and don't allow your intellect's yoga to wander anywhere else. Intellects wander a great deal. The same thing happens on the path of devotion, bhakti. They sit in front of an image of Sri Krishna or another deity, and then they turn the beads of the rosary. And they do that to try to concentrate their mind on God. However, at the same time, their intellects wander around somewhere else. Who are the deities? How and when did they receive their kingdom? No one knows this. Sikhs who know that Guru Nanak established the Sikh religion, Sikhs know that Guru Nanak established the Sikh religion. Then there were his grandchildren, the gurus who came after him. They continued to take rebirth. No one understands these things. They don't remember Guru Nanak constantly. Okay, for instance, even if some people do remember Guru Nanak or Buddha or the founder of their own religion, they still don't know where that founder is at this time. They simply say that he merged into the light or that he went beyond sound, which we know isn't true. They have to reincarnate. Or they say that Sri Krishna is present everywhere. They continue to say that wherever they look, they only see Krishna or they only see Radha. The Father sits here and explains, you people of Bharat were the deities. Your faces were those of human beings, but your characters were of deities. They are the images of the deities. If there were not any images, you wouldn't be able to understand this. Only the Father comes and explains the connection between Radha and Krishna and Lakshmi and Narayan. Yeah, nobody in Hinduism knows this, only we know this. You can explain to anyone that incorporeal Baba is explaining this to us. In fact, all are incorporeal. Souls are incorporeal, and souls speak through their corporeal forms. An incorporeal being cannot speak. You can explain that our Baba is also incorporeal. Our Baba is also explain this.
Everyone's Baba.
Their Baba. Shiv Baba is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace. He's not just God of the Brahma Kumaris. There's only one God. He is the unlimited Father. He too needs a body. He himself says, I enter this body of Brahma, for only then can the Brahmin religion be established. The creation of Brahmins takes place through Brahma. Therefore, the father only explains to the Brahmin children and not to anyone else. He only explains to you children. It is not that because we are Shiv Baba's children, that we are gods, small g. No. A father is a father, and the children are the children. So he's not just the god of the small g gods, right? Yes, when a child, we're also his children. Yes, when a child grows up and becomes a father by creating children, he would then be a father. That one has many children. He only explains to the children whose intellects have faith. Those whose intellects have faith follow Baba's directions, because it is truly by following Srimad that you become elevated. If you have faith, you would do what you know it's God, then you would do what God says to do. You now understand that you are becoming like those deities. We have continued to sing praise of the deities for birth after birth, and we now have to become like those deities by following Srimad. The kingdom has to be established. Not everyone will follow Srimad fully. Because the kingdom is very large, they will follow it number-wise. So not everyone is of the same quality, same status. In a kingdom, there are all sorts, subjects, maids, servants, and even cremators. All are needed. We will have visions of those with such activity, and how so-and-so will go into the family of cremators. There won't be just one cremator, there will be his family. There is a union of cremators too. There's a union. And you probably get like a union card. They all meet together. If they hold a strike, everyone stops working. We're not going to burn any more bodies. Such things do not happen in the Golden Age. You also have a picture in which you ask people what they want to become. Will you become a barrister or a deity? Your whole kingdom is being established. Right now, Baba's creating the whole kingdom, all the members of the kingdom. This is not a small thing. The unlimited Father sits here and explains unlimited things to you. They should sit in your intellects. We will make effort and claim a high status in the future. By following Srimad, we will claim the most elevated royal status. When we make others equal to ourselves, we are then called, having done that, make others like ourselves, then we are called
Helpers?
hmm?
Papa's helpers?
God's helpers. Nothing of anyone can remain hidden. As you make further progress, everything will become known. This is called the light of knowledge. And you continue to receive this light. People don't know anything. They continue to manufacture bombs underground. Nothing is manufactured just to be stored. In the beginning, they used to fight with swords. Then they created guns, then they created guns to use, not just to store. They even understand that death will take place through those things. They have tested them. So many died when only one bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. They have progressed so much since that time and built so many buildings. Destruction will not take place in such a way that they would stay in hospitals. Even the hospitals won't remain, because earthquakes will take place at the same time as the bombs are going off. No one can prevent natural calamities. They say all of this is in God's hands. You children now understand that destruction has to take place. There will be famine, and you won't even be able to obtain water. Then what do we tell you? Are you preparing for this? You understand that this is nothing new. The same thing happened in the previous cycle too. No one has this knowledge of the cycle. They say that there was paradise 3,000 years before Christ, but they have then written in the scriptures that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years. No one's attention is drawn to that. They just listen to it, and then they become occupied with their own work, etc. Therefore, the Father explains to you, children, now make effort quickly. Stay in remembrance, and all your alloy will be removed. You have to become Sato Pradhan here, totally pure. Otherwise, there will be punishment experience, and you will then go into your own religion. You receive Srimad from God. Sri Krishna is a prince. Therefore, how could he give directions to anyone? So you're choosing your religion that you will start off from, and based on that choice will be all the religions that you'll incarnate into whenever you leave your original religion or whenever Golden Age and Silver Age religions end. You will have to go into a different religion. No one in the world understands these things. Explain to them with a lot of love, remember Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba himself says, constantly remember me alone. He is the benefactor. So by telling you to remember him alone, it could only be for your benefit. Break away from everyone else and connect yourselves to the one. That's for your benefit. You need to do that for your own benefit. You are those who take the boat of Bharat across. The story of the true Narayan is connected to Bharat. Those of other religions would never listen to the story of the true Narayan. They don't even know who Narayan is, not in their religion. Only those who belong to the original eternal deity religion who are to change from ordinary humans into deities will listen to this story of the true Narayan. Only they will listen to the story of immortality. There used to be deities in the immortal world, and they would definitely have attained that status by listening to the story of immortality. Each and every aspect is worth remembering. Remember the Father, and also pay attention to the Swardarshan Chakra. You are now playing your parts here with Shiv Baba, and you will then have to return home. Only the Father explains what truth is and what falsehood is. Only the one is the truth, and everything else is
False.
false. There was Ravan in Lanka. It is not a question of just one. Such things do not happen in the Golden and Silver Ages. This whole world of human beings is called Lanka. This is Ravan's kingdom. All the Sitas remember the one Ram, that is, all the devotees, all the brides remember the one bridegroom. The one bridegroom, God, because this is Ravan's kingdom. Sannyasis don't understand these things. Everyone is unhappy in this cottage of sorrow. This Iron Age is the cottage of sorrow. That Golden Age is the cottage
Of happiness.
Shokvatika, and Golden
Free
Age
from
is
sorrow.
Hmm?
Free from sorrow.
Ashokvatika, the cottage free from sorrow. Here there is sorrow at every step. Baba's now taking you to heaven, which is free from sorrow. Here, human beings are in so much sorrow. When someone dies, they go crazy. Such things don't take place in heaven. There's never untimely death there that a wife would ever become a widow. No widows in Golden Age. There they shed their costumes and take others in their own time. They take the costume of a male or a female, and they would therefore have a vision of that before they died. At the end, you will come to know everything about who will become what. Then at that time, you would say that for all of this time, you didn't make enough effort. There would be no point in saying this at that time because the time will have already gone by. So it'd be like a waste thought. This is why the Father now says, children, make effort. Not to say later, oh, I should have made more effort. It's a useless thought. Better you make the effort now. Become true right hands for service, and you will go into the kingdom. Remain busy in doing service. There are examples of how many whole families become busy in doing service. It would be said that that family performed such good actions that all of them are busy in doing God service. So entire families used to come in knowledge in the old days. The mother, father, and children are all busy doing this. That is good, is it not? They keep running after service. You children should have a lot of enthusiasm for showing the path to human beings so that those souls become happy. How many do you show the path to? When you sow seeds, when you sow seeds of knowledge in people, you create
Subjects.
subjects. No one is born a king. First, they are subjects, and then by making effort, they can become something great from nothing. When others see you busy doing service, They will also have the enthusiasm. Why should I too not make effort? Otherwise, this will be your condition every cycle, because whatever you do or don't do, it repeats identically. Many will come and repent. You won't see the sorrow at any other time in your lives that is experienced then. Because of not following Srimad, because of many sinful actions having been performed, you will witness such sorrow at the end. Don't even ask. Baba shows you a very easy way, Bhuvan. Simply remember the Father, and I'll show the path to others. You belong to the deity religion. Just as there are Christian people and those of Islam, so you are also of the deity religion. They are the purest of all. There is no other religion like yours. You remain pure for half a cycle. Heaven and hell are remembered. No one understands what heaven is. The Father only comes in Bharat and awakens you children. It's a matter of 5,000 years. Those who were residents of heaven have become residents of hell, and the Father has now come to make you into pure residents of heaven. The one bridegroom comes and takes all of his brides to his cottage that is free from sorrow. Therefore, first of all, tell everyone to remember the Father. Otherwise, while sitting here, their intellects continue to wander around everywhere. This is also their condition on the path of devotion. Baba's experience. The best business is that of being a
Jeweler.
that of a jeweler. It is with great difficulty that they can distinguish between the real and the artificial jewels. Truth is hidden here. There is nothing but falsehood everywhere. So it takes a lot to go find a Brahman. A lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of discernment power, and you got to clean them all off, and then you got to make them belong to Baba. This too is fixed in the drama. You know that you are all actors in the drama and that no one can leave this drama. No one can attain eternal liberation. Everyone has to be done. Everything has to be done with understanding. You continue to play your parts. You will then repeat those same parts after one cycle. You will see how people will continue to die. Wholesale death, Baba says at the end. Without reason. Death without cause. They just destroy thousands, hundreds and thousands. For the silliest of reasons. Destruction has to take place. All souls will go to the land of nirvana, the soul world. You have this knowledge in your intellects. By your remaining busy in doing service, many will be benefited. It would be a great wonder if a whole family started following this knowledge. Acha. To you sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the mother and father, Bab Dada, the spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children, and
Spiritual children.
Say namaste to the spiritual father.
essence for Dharna, number 1. In order to be liberated from the fearsome scenes at the end, fearsome, and from all sorrow, start following Baba's Srimad. Do the service of making others equal to yourself according to Srimad. So do yourself a favor, end your sorrow by following Srimad. 2, become a right hand of the Father in the service you do. Show souls the path to make them happy and benefit everyone. Blessing. May you stay beyond any problems that are the consequences of your own thoughts, which is basically all your problems, and pass with honors. To pass with honors means not to experience any consequences, punishment of your own thoughts. The question of receiving a punishment from Dharmraj, the supreme judge, comes later. However, to stay beyond any problems that are the consequence of your own thoughts is a sign of passing with honors, i.e., you stop taking sorrow and you stop suffering due to circumstances. Circumstances are circumstances. You don't have to suffer. The matter of words, actions, relationships, and connections are gross things, but let there not be any problems arising even from your thoughts. When you fulfill such a promise, you will pass with honors. Slogan. When the oil of this knowledge and the wick of yoga are fine, the lamp of happiness will then remain lit. When the oil of this knowledge and the wick of yoga are fine, the lamp of happiness will then continue to remain lit. Avyat signal on unshakable, immovable, and a constant stage. No type of upheaval in the world should create any obstacle to your unshakable and immovable stage. Become such destroyers of obstacles, so unshakable and immovable. Become such destroyers of obstacles, so unshakable and so immovable, that you overcome all obstacles as though they are not even obstacles, but they're just a
Game.
game.
Yeah.
You should no more obstacles, no more pain, no more suffering. No more, oh, my bad karma, I'm suffering. No, it's just a game. Experience a mountain to be like a
Mustard seed.
mustard seed. Because knowledgeful souls know beforehand that all of those things are going to come and that they are going to happen. So they just detach and they prepare for it.
Mhm.
Om Shanti.